Hi guys, this is Farah from Mailcheck, and today we're going to chat about one of our new integration, SendGrid. Welcome SendGrid to our Mailcheck family. Alright, so we need to go to integration page and find a button connect. Okay, it asks me to provide SendGrid API key. For that, the reason I just want to remind you that if you are a SendGrid user, you have to go through the settings inside SendGrid. Okay, I'm going back to SendGrid, and then I'm going to find settings, API keys, and click create API key. So as you see, there are several options of the API key permissions. The very first one, full access, restricted access, and billion access. If you want to validate the data through the Mailcheck, I recommend you choose between full access and restricted access. Alright, so let's go and try with the full access, and I'm going to explain the features of the restricted access later on. Okay, so it wants me to name the API key. Okay, I'm gonna name it with test Mailcheck. Okay, and create and view. So this is my API key. Probably guys, you won't see it for the security reasons, but it is here, and yeah, I have unlimited access account. That's why you won't see it for now. Alright, I have copied. I'm going back to my Mailcheck account. I'm pasting into the input and clicking connect. Okay, it says now that it's connected, and I already see three buttons: SendGrid, sign out, and instructions. Okay, I need to go through the SendGrid inside Mailcheck. And right now, what we are expecting is the list. Inside our SendGrid account, we have several lists, and we want to choose the right one and then start the processing session. Okay, it says that I have 2008 contacts, and there is a checkbox that says only new contacts. So I'm going to explain it as well. In case you already did several checks or several operations before, and already validated all of your contacts, but after some new contact were added, you want to run the validation again. And you don't want to pay 2,000 credits just to validate, let's say 8 new emails. Then in this situation, we have that checkbox. It works the same way as we had previously for the Mailchimp and other integrations. Okay, since I'm actually doing it first time with you guys here, I won't click only new contacts, but I just leave it as it is. So I have 2008 and 8 emails. I'm going to click process. Yes, I want to validate it. So currently there is, it says that no emails in the list, because I did run already that. So I uncheck the only new emails and try process again. Okay, right now it started. As you see that I mentioned before that I did check, and it was today, and I'm trying to run it once again. So as soon as the status is ready and I have all my data validated, and I have the info box with the "you have already sent this data back to SendGrid," I'm free to go to check my SendGrid account. And since I already did that, I'm going to show you how it works while we have progress here. Okay, when you access your SendGrid dashboard, you have to find marketing with the label new. and then click contacts. So here we have all of our contacts, and the first thing that I see right now is my list. So I have a list called all contacts, and yeah, let's go and check it. So the very first one is, let's try with the very first one. Okay, never mind. Okay, or I just changed my mind, and you know what, let's try with this one. I like it more. Okay, great. So in the reserved fields, I have only email put here, nothing else. But I also have a custom field. I just want to guys remind you that our input, the Mailcheck score, Mailcheck status, and Mailcheck date is gonna be custom field because we did an integration. And we are not SendGrid's company, or we are not related to SendGrid, but we do an integration. That's why all the data we export back to SendGrid is a custom. That's why we have a custom field where we have all the necessary. So the very first session of the validation initially was started on 30 of September. And we have here the Mailcheck score 90 and valid. So I also want to remind for those who just checking the video very first time or new here at Mailcheck, we have some range of the percentage or the score that considered as invalid, risky, and valid. So all emails with a score from 0 to 49 considered as invalid. We do not recommend using them. No guys, don't use them. If you have the emails with a score 50 to 79, those emails are considered as risky and deliverable. So Mailcheck says that, okay guys, you can use those emails, but be careful because we cannot guarantee that those emails can exist, because it can be a catch-all email. But all the emails from 80 to 100% valid, and Mailcheck consider them as valid and recommend to use them for your emailing campaigns. Alright, so I just showed you one of the examples how precisely you may see the Mailcheck results integrated in the SendGrid. But in the real stuff, you want to know how to start the campaign or how to start the automation. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do that as well. Again, we going back to contacts, and here as you see we have just the contacts and segments. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to create similar to my previous operation functions and show you how to create 2 segments, 3 segments, doesn't matter. You can combine valid, risky, or you can combine all 3 together, but I don't really see the reason for it if you already have your all contacts. You can combine invalid and valid only. You can play the best way you want. Okay, so we're going to click on 3 dots, or precisely calling it kebab icon, and then create a segment. And at the next step, I'm going to name it. So let's go and name it valid and risky. So we are going to combine in this segment both valid emails and risky emails. And make sure that at the second step you have a radio button at segment all contacts. It's very important because currently we are processing all contacts. If you have or if you're working with a precisely some segment, you can choose and define what segment you're talking about. But as of now, we are choosing all contacts. And the third step is to specify who you are targeting. In our situation, we want to set that we need both valid and risky. Okay, for the field, I'm choosing Mailcheck score and setting the condition that Mailcheck score is greater than 49. Why 49? Because we know that all emails with 50 to 100% are considered as risky and deliverable plus valid. So we know that we can basically use those emails. And we already have that condition. Mailcheck score is greater than 49, and we click Save Segment. Since we already have that condition, we should pretty much have all the details here. Yes, and it's really fast. We already see all the details here. If we go to contacts, we see valid and risky, and the amount of both valid and risky, 1,319. Yeah, this is pretty much it. And you already can work with this segment, or you can just specify this segment with all invalid emails and simply unfollow or unsubscribe from the automation. This is how the integration works. Thank you so much for your time and have a good day.